Hi everyone, this is HM&S video number 47 and you are most welcome for it. Last video we used a combination of index and match function to do a one-way lookup. Today we want to see how to use the same combination of index and match function to do two-way lookup. Now this is what I mean by two-way lookup. I have countries here in rows and months here in columns. These are the sales. We're going to see how we can look up both the rows and columns. So for example, if I want to look up the sales for Nigeria in the month of March, I can come to the column, click on this drop-down arrow, select Nigeria, and then come here, click on the drop-down arrow and select March. And you can see this is Nigeria and March is here. So the sales is $86,513, which is exactly what we have got here. So that's actually what's called two-way lookup, looking up columns and rows. And we're going to see how we can do it for both approximate match lookup and exact match lookup. Let's switch on to Excel and we dive deeper into how we can do two-way lookup using index and match function. So we're going to start with this example here. This is a transaction table and we're going to do exact match lookup. So I have countries here on rows and months here on columns. These are the sales. For example, in Nigeria, the sales in March is $86,513. So we want to come down here, look up whatever country is selected from here and whatever month is selected from here. And then we bring that particular sales on this cell here. So we shall use index and match function. So with this cell selected, I'm going to do equals to index. When I see it highlighted in blue, I'm going to hit tab to select it. The index function has two forms. The first form here is called the array form, and it has three arguments: the array, the row number, and then the column number. The second form here is called the reference form, and it has these four arguments here. We shall see how to use this reference form here in our next video. But for this particular video here, we are still going to use the array form here. Now our array is always what we want to go and pick and bring it to this particular cell here. Remember, for this particular case here, we are doing two-way lookup. That means we want to look up both the rows and column. That means we are looking up with two conditions: the country and then the months. So for our array, I'm going to highlight just the sales like this, because we want to pick the sales from here and then we bring it here. That's why on our array argument, we are highlighting just the sales. Now I'm not going to copy this formula anywhere, so I'm not going to lock it. We now need the row number and the column number. So I'm going to hit comma to go to the row number. Now for the row number argument, that's where we are going to use the match function to give us the row number. So I'm going to do match. When I see it highlighted in blue, I'm going to hit tab to select it. The match function has three arguments: the lookup value, the lookup array, and the match type. We have talked a lot about the match function on our previous videos. You can check those videos, then you get to know more about the match function. But for our lookup value, remember we want the row number, and what is on the row is actually the countries. So we are looking up whatever country is selected from this cell here, and then comma. Now the lookup array is going to be our countries here, which is on the rows, and then comma. The match type, this one we are doing exact match lookup. So I'm going to down arrow to select exact match, and then tab to select it to put for me the 0. That 0 means exact match lookup. So I'm going to close my bracket on the first match. So the entire match function here, since the match function delivers for us the relative position of the lookup value, it's actually delivering for us the row number of the country which is selected from this cell here. So I'm going to come here and then comma to go to the column number. Now for the column number, what we have in the column is actually the months. So we are going to do match again to get the relative position of the particular months we want. So tab to select it. For the lookup value, I'm going to look up any months which is selected from this cell here, and then comma. The lookup array is going to be our months, which are these months here, and then comma. Now for the match type, we are still doing exact match lookup. So I'm going to put there 0 or down arrow to select 0 or exact match, tab to select it, and it will put for me 0 there. So I'm going to close my bracket. Now remember, we are using two match functions here. This first match function is delivering for us the row number, and then this second match function is delivering for us the column number. So I'm going to come to the end, click, and then I'm going to close the bracket on the index function. Now when I hit enter, you can see we are getting $86,513. That one is for Nigeria on the month of March, and you can see from here, Nigeria and the month of March is $86,513. Now let's test it. I'm going to click on this cell, come here, let's select America, and then come here, let's select January. Now you can see America is here, January is here, it's $96,815, which is $96,815. Let's test it one more time. I'm going to click here, come to this cell, South Africa. In South Africa, in the month of January, the sales was $60,518. And in the month of February, it's $37,369. So you can see our formula is actually working very well. So let's scroll down and we see how we can also do approximate match lookup when we are doing two ways lookup using index and match function in Excel. Now here I have a discount table. We have some discounts here. So these discounts, you get it when you buy a certain quantity of these items here. So on the rows, I have the items. Then on the columns, I have the quantities. Like for example, if you buy exactly 100 iPhones, you get a discount of $30. And if you buy 500 and more laptops, you get a discount of $250. So we want to come down here and we look up this discount amount here, basing on the items we have selected from here and the number of quantities we have bought here. So I'm going to click on this cell, equals to index, tab to select it. We are still using the first form here, the array form. So our array is going to be the discounts because we want to bring the discounts here. So I'm going to highlight just the discounts, all of them like this, because we are doing two ways lookup. And then comma, the row number, we're going to use the match function to get for us the row number of the item which is selected from here. So we are going to do match, tab to select it. The lookup value is going to be whatever item is selected from here. And then comma, the lookup array is going to be our items. So I'm going to highlight just the items like this. And then comma. Now for the match type, we're going to do exact match lookup because these items here are not sorted. So I'm going to down arrow to select 0 or exact match, tab to select it, and it will put for me 0 there, close parentheses. So this is our row number. So I'm going to come here, comma, to go to the column number. Now for the column number, we are going to use the match function again for the second time. So we are going to do match, tab to select it. The lookup value is going to be the quantities. So I'm going to look up the quantities which is put here, click, and then comma. The table array is going to be just these quantities here. I'm going to highlight it, and then comma. For the match type, this time around the quantities are sorted in ascending order. So we're going to do approximate match lookup. So when you're using match function and your data is sorted in ascending order, you use 1 or less than that one is actual approximate match lookup. Or you can also leave it out since approximate match lookup, when you have sorted your data in descending order, is done by default by match function. But for our case here, I'm going to select it. So I'm going to hit tab to select 1 or approximate match, and it will put for me the 1 there. So I'm going to close my bracket. Now again, this first match function here is delivering for us the row number. Then the second match function here is delivering for us the column number. So I'm going to come to the end and then close my bracket. Now when I hit enter, you can see that the discount you get when you buy 100 iPhones is $30. That's why we have $30 here. But when I come here, and let's change this one to printer. When you buy exactly 100 printers, you get a discount of $60. That's why we have $60 here. But guess what? When I come here, let's do exactly 200. And when I hit enter, you can see for the case of 200 printers, you get a discount of $100. And that's why we have $100 here. Now what if you come here, and then you type 199? 199 printers is not yet 200. That means it will be on this particular range here. So when I hit enter, you can see we are getting the $60. And when I come here, what if I buy less than 100, let's say 50, and hit enter, you can see we are getting $20. And if this is the laptop, you can see we are getting also $20. And if you decide to buy more than 500 laptops, let's say 1,000 laptops, that should be $250. So when I hit enter, you can see we are getting $250. So it's actually working very well. Yeah, that is how to do two ways lookup in Excel. Next video, we are going to see how we can use the reference form of index function. So if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And if you found this video interesting, give it a like and then you share it with your friends. This is a video where we talked about how to do one-way lookup using index and match function. You can click on it, then you go and watch it. Until next video, HM&S video number 48, then we meet again. Thank you.